Stephen A. decided to comment. As you're well aware, this week there was a ICE shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Stephen A. decided to give his opinion on it, which created some controversy.
At some point in time, you got to ask yourself, what damn country do you want to live in? At some point in time, we're going to have to ask ourselves that question. And I think the time is sooner than later. Because again, from a legal perspective, don't expect this ICE officer to be prosecuted. I'm telling you right now. She was in the car, Renee Nicole Good, 37 years of age, protesting, blocking off the streets. ICE wanted her to move. An officer got in front of the car. Another officer got to the side of the car, and then she tried to take off. And in their eyes, the Christy Noams of the world for the Department of Homeland Security, and other folks on the right are saying, yo, they consider it an act of domestic terrorism because she tried to run over an ICE officer. It's not going to be prosecuted. My point is, let's not focus on that for a second, okay? She was wrong to drive off. She should not have done that. Or she should have asked the officer, I'm pulling over, could you move out the way, please? Instead of trying to disregard him totally to the point where you're going to take off and potentially hit him, and he moves out the way and draws his gun and shoots through the front windshield and took her out. But it wasn't necessary. You could have arrested her. You could have spared the woman's life. You didn't have to.
So that was Stephen A. giving his thoughts on
Donkey ass Stephen A.
What do you think about Stephen A?
He's stupid. Like, number one, anybody who been keeping up with it saw all the different angles of it. One, she was given multiple commands from multiple ICE agent officers. Then another one tried to approach her car as they telling her to leave, move on. You can see him grab and hold the door, about to open the door to pull out. She already had the wheel turned to the right to move out. One of the ICE agent, the one that caused her demise, he came in front of the damn of the vehicle. So as the ICE agent, as multiple ICE agents giving the lady commands to move, the one that caused the demise, he gets in front of her vehicle as she's moving away by listening to commands. You can see him stand on his tippy toes shooting, and from what was reported, some reports, she was in the face. And then when she crashed, you had people that was physicians that was there was pretty much begging the ICE agent, like, yo, can we check on her? They like, nah, you can't check on her. We got our own people coming.
I mean, at the end of the day, it just still proves that law enforcement is the biggest gang on the streets. You can get away with basically anything. In situations of this manner, especially when it comes to deadly force, he should be held accountable for the act. Like, regardless of if he has a badge or not, he still needs to be brought up on charges, and a trial needs to be given to him, which it probably won't happen and stuff like that.
Because you can hear the administration, they pretty much saying it's her fault.
They're backing it.
They say it's her fault.
Well, here's the thing. Do you agree or disagree with what Stephen A. said?
I disagree with what he's saying, because it's like you're talking too much, bro. Like, everybody can hear and see what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? And even if she was out there protest, what country do we live in? That's the First Amendment right. You have a right to a peaceful protest. All she did was took her vehicle, blocked the street. She can do that. No matter whether you like it or not, she can do that.
I don't think his life was in danger enough for him to pull the trigger.
No, he jumped in front of her vehicle.
I don't think his life was in danger enough for him to shoot that woman, and it's a horrible incident. It's a horrible incident, and anytime something like this happens, it always splinters people's reactions to it. You know, you have the one side who justify it, then you have the other side who's like, nah, that's just cold-blooded murder.
Yeah.
And ICE agents right now, they running around here like they are actual gangs. They ain't got they'll have no check and balance system with them. You got congressmen and women trying to check the facility. They turning them away.
Okay, well, this has put a spotlight on Stephen A, of course, because people are angry because they feel that he was reckless or irresponsible in offering his views on the shooting when he had no direct knowledge of what had transpired.
People like Stephen A. Smith, who has already went on the record and said that the officer was justified in the shooting without any experience as an attorney, without any experience practicing law, no law degree, none of that. Yet he went on the record and said that. But he should not have gone on the record with the little bit that we know about this case and said that this man was indeed justified.
And this caused Stephen A to actually respond. He responded back on his show Friday.
It's my ass. It's necessary. I'm going to start off like that because the bullshit that I've got to deal with today, I mean, listen, I can take it, but it doesn't mean that I have to like it. It doesn't mean that I have to want to. It doesn't mean that I have to sit idly by and be quiet while people are lying, misrepresenting, misconstruing on purpose while trying to get me fired over some stuff they're trying to portray and insinuate that I said.
The following day, saying that the full context of his comments had not been conveyed in media reports. And he specifically called out Keith Olbermann. Did you see what he said about Keith Olbermann? He went in on Keith Olbermann. Now,
And I want to say this about Keith Olbermann. I'm sick of your pathetic ass. I really, really am. You're a 66-year-old barely with any friends. Who the hell knows what's going on in your life? And all you do is sit back, and the second you disagree with somebody, you pop shit. You, of all people, you, Keith Olbermann, literally trying to get me fired? Keith Olbermann, you can't run 5 feet with your fat self.
Sat there and watched Stephen A's response on Friday. And he went off on Keith Olbermann, calling him all types of shit.
Remember when I said the word of the night is going to be perception? This is the topic I was speaking of in perception. See, Stephen A has misconception of how he thinks the American public views him. He perceives himself as being one way when a lot of Americans don't really see you like that. We see you as the guy who gives us sports talk, and we're comfortable with that. We're good with that. But when you step outside the sports talk arena into politics, or an arena that you think you might be ready for, but
political commentating,
you're not ready for that arena. I don't believe so anyway, and you have the wrong perception of yourself. People don't see you like that.
I mean, he's setting himself up for his new gig, because I'm like, after this $100 million contract in with ESPN, what are you gonna do? He's gonna be past 60 years old, and they're gonna be looking for a new talent. So the thing about it is he's setting himself up for political, whether it's political commentating or actually running for office.
But he also doubled down on his comments and basically stated again that this woman provoked the situation that led to her demise, and said the ICE agent was in front of her car and would have been run over had he not stepped out the way. So he's saying, in the moment when you're dealing with law enforcement officials, you obey their orders so you can get home safely, he said. And Renee Good did not do that.
So what he said was the law enforcement officer stepped out the way, right?
Yeah, he's saying, yeah.
So once you stepped out the way, what? Now you're going to shoot? The threat's been neutralized. It's not a threat anymore because you're out the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people are just upset at his take.
Hey, Steven, I think I know the answer to this question, but my question to you right now is, do you ever get tired of being completely full of shit? Because it seems like you have an endless, limited supply of bullshit. You're out here talking about your legal perspective. You have no legal perspective. You have no legal education. You have no legal experience. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, interestingly, I agree with you on one thing. I don't believe anybody's going to be prosecuted here because this Justice Department wants these domestic terrorists, the ICE agents, to innocent people to create the fear and the terror that's being created. So I agree he's not going to be prosecuted, but not because it was justified, which is what you said. That is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard come out of your mouth. You have no idea how qualified immunity works. You've never read the seminal cases in police brutality like Graham v. Connor or Tennessee v. Garner. You don't know what you're talking about.
And, I don't think it was in his best interest to have an opinion on this. But, of course, he has a certain fan base he's trying to reach out to.
Like Hassan said, he has aspirations of doing something political, which you're getting ready to find out the hard way that people don't rock with you like that.
Toby be good for massa. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good for your hand, boss.
You can stay here.
Ah, Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
People do not rock with Stephen A. Smith like that. Not on your political views. On sports views is one thing.
Not even sports
I
views.
mean, but they definitely.
He's entertaining.
You're getting ready to find out the hard way, especially this president's talk and stuff like that. And I could be wrong. Like, I thought Trump wasn't going to be president. Look who's in office, but you're not a white man.
Thank you. You said the key thing. You're not white.
You're not a white guy.
Black people are tired of Stephen A. Smith. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's always spewing white supremacist rhetoric. Like, pick your side and stay there and leave us the hell alone.
We already see. We got not one, not two, but a 3-tier justice system. Okay? We got one for the rich white man. You got the other one for the rich black man. And you got the other one for regular old folks. 3 tiers.
3 tiers. Tres leeches. Yeah, so tres leches.
Which is great cake, by if you ever get a chance to have a tres leche, please get it. It's great. Now, look. Hey, after that, look.
No leche is milk.
Yeah, look.
Okay,
now,
as long as y'all know.
okay, it's good, but yeah.